On today's Two on Your Side Town Hall, we're talking about the state's winter surge plan for COVID-19, which includes the extension of a mask mandate that is already in place. Plus, it has been a long year full of up and down news, especially when it comes to the pandemic. We're going to take one final look back at some of the bigger headlines that really got the world's attention. And we're talking about recreational marijuana today as well. What towns opted in, which ones opted out. We're going to have discussion and share a resource for you to check on what's happening where you live. Well, thanks for being with us, everybody, here on this New Year's Eve. I'm Kate Welsh-Schofer. The number to text your comments and questions right there at the bottom of your screen, 849-2220. We're going to have a long look back at the year 2021 in just a moment. But first, let's start with some local updates on the COVID-19 pandemic for you. Governor Kathy Hochul held her final COVID briefing of the year earlier today, speaking virtually from Albany. She spoke about what she's calling the Winter Surge Plan 2.0. That plan is to help deal with the likely growing number of COVID cases, hospitalizations, and even deaths that will follow in the weeks after the holidays. The governor says that plan includes increasing testing, especially in schools, administering more vaccines and boosters, and an extension of the state's mask mandate for indoor public spaces.
I said I would reevaluate this before we got to January 15th. In the interest of giving people notice, we are going to extend that because we have seen the landscape change so dramatically. When we first instituted this, the trajectory of the pandemic was not what we're seeing now, so we know that we had built-in flexibility. If we saw trends that were not promising or disturbing, which is what we're experiencing now, that we'd have the ability to activate at least on another 2-week period. So it was going to expire on January 15th. I want to give everybody the heads up that this will continue just 2 more weeks beyond what we had originally planned.
And the governor also talked about mandatory boosters for SUNY and CUNY students and a new testing site coming to Buffalo as well. Dave McKinley will have all the details on that coming up tonight at 6.